morning, boys and girls. This week we've been learning a lot about butterflies, and today we're going to learn some more about butterflies. Okay, I have a special book here. It's called Michael Berenstain's Butterfly Book, and in this book we're going to learn a lot more about butterflies. Okay, now the writing's a little small here, so I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see a little better. And when we're done reading, we're going to make something. Okay, ready? Okay. Butterflies are the most beautiful of all insects. Like other insects, they lay eggs. Caterpillars hatch out of the eggs. The caterpillars eat mostly leaves for food. They grow and grow. When they are fully grown, the caterpillars make a kind of cocoon called a chrysalis. After a while, the chrysalis splits open and the butterfly comes out. Now, there's all different kinds of butterflies in the world. This particular butterfly is called a tiger swallowtail. That's what this one is called. There's all different kinds of butterflies and there's all different colors. And you can see here, here's the little chrysalis, and there's the butterfly starting to come out. And there he is, all the way out, letting his wings dry. The wings of many butterflies are as yellow as butter. That's how they got the name butterfly. Butterfly wings are covered with a fine colored powder that can rub off on your hands. Okay, this particular butterfly is called a common sulfur. You see that that yellow powder? Okay, that can come off on your hands. Butterflies drink nectar from flowers. They soak it up through their long, hollow tongue. Okay, you can see right here. See that big, long thing there? They drink nectar the same way you drink soda through a straw. Okay, just like that girl is drinking the soda, the butterfly drinks the nectar from the flowers. Okay, this butterfly is called a black swallowtail. The monarch is a large and beautiful butterfly. Its name means king. This is a monarch butterfly. We can tell it's a monarch when it's mostly orange. Monarchs can fly very far. Sometimes whole trees are covered with flocks of monarchs resting on their journey. They travel very, very far. The painted lady is another strong flyer. That's what this one is, a painted lady butterfly. Flocks of painted ladies have been seen hundreds of miles out at sea. This butterfly is called a giant swallowtail. One of the biggest butterflies is the giant swallowtail. Its wings can be 5.5 inches across. Okay, that's about that wide. That's about 5.5 inches. Its caterpillars eat the leaves of orange trees. That's why these large caterpillars are sometimes called orange dogs. That's a silly name for a caterpillar, don't you think? The cabbage butterfly, that's what this one is. The cabbage butterfly is found nearly everywhere. It is very common on farms where its caterpillars eat cabbage, broccoli, cauliflowers, and other crops. Would you like these caterpillars to help you eat your vegetables? This butterfly is called the dog face. Can you see why? Let's look very carefully at this one. Okay, look at this dog here. And look at the butterfly. Look at the shape of the designs on its wings. This part looks like the eye. This part here looks like the nose. And here, it looks like the mouth. So it kind of looks a little bit like that dog. Isn't that silly? Yeah, so that's called the dog face. So butterflies have all different colors, all different names, all different designs on them. The mourning cloak is the first butterfly to come out in the early spring. You may see mourning cloaks while there is still snow on the ground. Some butterflies are prettier underneath than on top. The great spangled fritillary has silver spots on the underside of its wings. Okay, see them here? Spangles are shiny pieces of metal or glass that are sewn onto fancy clothes. This butterfly's spangles are its shiny silver spots. Okay, and that's on the underside of the butterfly. This butterfly is called the red spotted purple, even though it doesn't seem to have many red spots. And we only see a couple there. Where are the red spots? Just turn the page and you'll see. Most of its red spots are underneath. So as with a lot of butterflies, most of their colors, most of their beautiful colors, are not on the top, they're on the underside. Okay, so now today we learned a lot more about butterflies. And now we're going to make a butterfly craft. Now just like in our butterfly book that we were reading, there's all different colors, all different designs. Okay, there's all different kinds of butterflies, and we're going to make your butterfly however you want to make it. Okay, it's your butterfly. The first thing we're going to do, let me just pull this a little bit closer here so you can see a little bit better here. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to color the body. Now, I'm going to use my black crayon, and I'm going to color it very, very lightly, but you can use whatever color you would like. Just remember, if you do use a black crayon, boys and girls, whenever you're using a black crayon, go do it very lightly, okay? Because remember, we don't want any black blobs. We want it to look nice. So we want to be able to still see the features on the butterfly's face and whatever. And even if you want to make little designs on your butterfly's body, go right ahead. You can do that too, okay? So I'm just going to color in my wings, not the wings, the antenna. I'm going to color in his little antenna there. And I'm going to color his face and his body. And like I said, if you want to make little designs, if you want to do that, you can do that. Whatever you want to do, it's your butterfly. Okay, so you can do it however you want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to make my butterfly's body very light black. You can use any color you want to do this. And after we do the color of the butterfly's body, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to actually cut this butterfly out before we decorate it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take our scissors. Okay, remember, little thumb goes in the little hole on the top, your other fingers go in the big hole on the bottom. Okay, so you take this down, and what we're going to do, this is going to be a little tricky now, okay, because you have all these little bumps and grooves and corners and stuff. So just be very careful when you're cutting. If you need some help, I'm sure mommy or daddy or somebody will hold your hand and guide you around if you need some help. But I think you can do a pretty good job, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just cut the very, very outside of the butterfly. Now, it's important that you only cut the very outside, okay, like around the wings and stuff, because you don't want to chop your butterfly apart. If you start going up in here, we're going to chop our butterfly apart. We don't want to do that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Holding your paper with your helping hand and using your scissors. Remember, you just go up and down with your thumb. Very carefully, we're going to cut on the outside line. Okay, now you're just going to have to keep turning your paper a little bit. See how I'm turning my paper? Okay, now very important to keep turning your paper back and forth. See how I'm moving my hand, my helping hand? I'm just moving it back and forth. Okay, so I can follow those black lines. Like I said, I'm sure if you need some help, all you have to do is say, Mom, can you help me? Or Dad, can you help me? And I'm sure they'll be happy to help you cut this out. Okay? So we're going to go back and forth. Try to follow the lines as best as you can. Okay? And we're going to go all the way around the outside. Now, if it's easier for you to go off the edge, you can do that and chop it off the edge. That's fine. Okay, so see how I left the body there? Okay, we don't want to chop that apart. So go only on the outside of your butterfly. And very important, where should we be looking when we're cutting? At our paper. Right, at our paper. Okay, so very carefully, we're going to cut all around. Keep holding it with your helping hand. And since this has so many little corners and grooves and notches here and there, it's very, very important to cut slowly and carefully because we don't want to cut any part of our butterfly off, okay? Looking good so far, right? All right. Now, here's another tricky part because we don't want to cut off the antenna there. So you want to go around the outside, okay? So watch what I'm doing here. Okay, very carefully, we're going to go around the outside. See what I did? Okay, very carefully. Now again, very carefully go around that little part of his head. And you don't want to cut that antenna off either. See what I'm doing? I'm going around the outside black line. Just the outside dark black line. That's all you want to cut. Right? And I know if you take your time, you can do a really, really good job. Okay? So over the summer, keep practicing using your scissors and taking your time. All right, we're almost done. Okay, so here we go. All right, so there's our butterfly. Okay, now I cut only on the outside. I left his body, I left his antenna. Now I'm going to put this on my board, and I'm going to show you how we're going to decorate it. Now, if you have construction paper, you can use any color. You can use one color, you can use a whole bunch of colors, like in the book that we were just watching, that we were just reading. Some butterflies are mostly one color, some butterflies are a whole bunch of colors. Okay? And you can decorate your butterfly however you want. If you have construction paper, you can use any colors, one color, two colors, 10 colors, whatever. If you have construction paper, what you're going to do is just tear it into little pieces, okay? Just little pieces like this. Just tear it up into little pieces, and what we're going to do is we're going to use this to decorate your butterfly, okay? Just little tiny pieces like that, all right? And then what we're going to do, we're going to put some glue on our wings, and then we're going to cover it with our construction paper. Now, if you don't have construction paper, that's fine. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use paints, okay? You can make your butterfly however you want to do it, all right? So I'm going to put some glue. I'm just going to put a little glue here, and I'll put some of my little papers. You know, I'm going to take like one at a time, and it doesn't matter how you put it on there. Just put little bits at a time, little piece at a time on your paper. And then you put a little more glue somewhere else, and we'll put some more. Okay, we want to do maybe a little section at a time, okay? I've got some purple, I've got some yellow, I've got some black, I have some orange, I've got some green and blue and red. So you can make yours however you want to do it, okay? Whatever way you want to make your butterfly, it's your butterfly. You can decorate it however you would like, okay? So I'll put another little section. It's important though, boys and girls, you don't want to put glue on the entire butterfly at one time, because then your glue will start to dry before you get a chance to put your papers on. Okay, so just do a little section at a time, and then you can put your papers on. Okay, just press it on there so it sticks. Okay, so whatever colors you pick up, whatever colors you want to put on there, that is fine. All right, and we'll do the same thing on the whole rest of the butterfly. Okay, do little sections at a time. Do a little section at a time so your glue doesn't dry. And then we'll cover it up and make it look real pretty. Okay? Just take one little piece at a time, put them on there. However they go is fine. Okay, you can make a design if you want. If not, oh, look at that, I even had some brown in there. Okay, whatever you've got. Okay, and then we'll finish up the bottom down here, and then we'll work on the other side. Whoops, I lost my glue there. I guess that one's empty. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Okay, put some on here. And we'll just take one piece at a time, press them on there. However you want to do this is fine. Okay, it's starting to look really pretty, isn't it? All right. And now we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we'll get another glue stick here. And we'll put some glue on this side over there. And again, you want to do a little section at a time, about that much. And then this way you can put your papers on there without your glue drying. press them on. You just give it a little tap with your fingers there. Press it on. Starting to look really pretty, isn't it? Okay, I like this butterfly. Okay, I'll put a little more glue to another little section here. Okay. Spread a little bit there. We'll put some more glue, some more papers on there. So this is starting to look really pretty, like a lot of those butterflies that we saw in that book. Okay. So, what do you think? You like it? I like it. I think it looks nice. And I'm sure, whatever way you're decorating yours, it's going to be beautiful too. Okay, and we'll do the last little section here. Oh, a little bit more. Okay, and now we'll put the last few pieces on there. And we have our butterfly is almost done. Okay, look at this. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. More pieces on here. And there we go. What do you think? You like it? Okay. And if you want, you can even decorate it even more. You could put some glitter or something else that you want to, some spangles, all right, however you want to decorate your butterfly. Okay, so there we go. There's our butterfly for today. Bye-bye, butterfly.